Welcome to English Practice Every Day. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Conversation podcast for beginners. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jane. We are so happy you're here for some daily English practice with us. Today, we're going to talk about something super important, especially if you love to travel or plan to travel soon.
That's right, Jane. Today's topic is all about what to say at the airport, check-in, and bags. You know those moments when you first arrive at the airport and you need to talk to someone at the counter. It can be a little stressful if you're not sure about the real English phrases to use.
Exactly. And for many English learners, the airport can feel like a big test of their English speaking practice. But don't worry, we're here to make it easy and fun. By the end of this episode, you'll feel much more confident about your English conversation skills when you're checking in.
Our goal is to give you the exact words and phrases you'll hear and need to say. We'll cover everything from greetings, talking about your luggage, understanding weight limits, and getting your boarding pass. This is real English for real situations.
Think of this as your personal guide to airport English. We want you to listen to this English podcast for beginners, repeat after us, and really practice speaking. The more you practice, the more natural it will become.
So, how should our listeners use this podcast for their daily English practice, Jane?
Great question, Kevin. The best way is to listen actively. Don't just hear the words. Try to understand the meaning and the context. We'll give you common scenarios, and you can imagine yourself in those situations.
And then, after you hear a phrase, pause the episode. Say the phrase out loud. Don't be shy. This is your English speaking practice. You can even try to role play. Maybe imagine I'm the airport agent and you're the traveler, or vice versa.
Yes, exactly. Repetition is key for improving your English conversation. The more you say these phrases, the more they will stick in your memory. It's like building muscle, but for your English language skills.
Remember, the goal is not perfection at first, but communication. To be able to clearly say what you need and understand what others are telling you. This is what real English is all about.
Okay, are you ready to dive into the airport experience? Let's imagine we've just arrived at the airport and we're walking up to the check-in counter. This is where your English conversation really begins.
Scenario 1. You approach the counter. The agent will usually greet you. A simple hello or good morning, afternoon is always a good start. Then they'll often ask for your documents.
Right. They might say, passport and ticket, please. Or, may I see your passport and booking reference? You can simply say, here you go, or here's my passport and e-ticket. If you have a paper ticket, you would say, here's my paper ticket.
Yes, here you go is super common and natural for real English-speaking practice. It's a phrase you'll use a lot in daily life, not just at the airport. It means, I'm giving it to you now.
So, let's practice that. Imagine I'm the agent. Passport and ticket, please?
Okay, here's my reply. Here you go, and here's my booking reference too. See how easy that is for English conversation?
Perfect. Now, after they check your details, the conversation will usually move to your bags. This is where it gets interesting for many people, especially regarding what to say about your luggage.
The agent will ask something like, are you checking any bags today? Or do you have any luggage to check in? The word check here means to put it into the airplane's cargo area, not take it with you into the cabin.
And you might have different answers. If you have one suitcase, you can say, yes, just one bag. If you have two, yes, two bags. Or if you're only taking a small bag onto the plane with you, no, I only have a carry-on.
Carry-on is a key term for our English podcast for beginners. A carry-on is a small bag you take with you inside the airplane cabin. It usually needs to fit under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartment.
Exactly. So, if the agent asks, are you checking any bags, and you say, no, I only have a carry-on, then the conversation about bags is pretty much done. But what if you are checking a bag?
Then they will say, please place your bag on the scale. The scale is the machine that weighs your bag. This is an important step in your daily English practice at the airport.
And this is often where people start to worry. What if your bag is too heavy? The agent might say, your bag is a little overweight, or this bag exceeds the weight limit. That means it's heavier than allowed.
Don't panic. You have options, and knowing what to say in real English can help. You can ask, oh really? By how much? Or what are my options?
The agent might say, it's 2 kilograms overweight. Then they might suggest, you can pay an extra fee, or you can remove some items and put them in your carry-on or another bag. This is good English speaking practice to understand these options.
If you need to pay, you'd ask, how much is the extra fee? If you want to take things out, you can say, okay, can I take some things out now? They usually have a small area where you can do this.
And remember, you can always ask clarifying questions during your English conversation. For example, is it possible to shift some weight to my carry-on? Or, if you have another bag, can I check this other small bag instead?
These are great examples of using real English effectively. You're not just answering, you're actively engaging and solving a problem. This is a big step in your English speaking practice journey.
Let's say everything is fine with your bags. The agent will then give you your boarding pass. This is the ticket that lets you get on the plane. They might say, here is your boarding pass, or here are your boarding passes, if you're traveling with someone else.
And what should you look for on your boarding pass, Jane? This is crucial for beginners learning real English for travel.
You'll want to check your gate number and your boarding time. The gate number is where you will get on the plane. The boarding time is when you should be at the gate, ready to go. You can ask, what gate number is it, or what time does boarding begin?
And sometimes the agent will tell you directly, your gate is B22 and boarding starts at 6:30 p.m. You can simply say, thank you, or thank you. Do I need to go through security here?
Security. Another important part of the airport experience. They will usually direct you. Yes, security is straight ahead, or you can find security upstairs. This is all part of having a smooth English conversation at the airport.
So, let's recap some of the most important phrases for your daily English practice and English speaking practice related to airport check-in and bags. We'll say the phrase and you repeat after us.
First, for giving documents, here you go. Pause for listeners to repeat. Or, here's my passport and ticket. Pause. Good job.
Next, for checking bags. Are you checking any bags? Pause. And your answer, yes, just one bag. Pause. Or, no, I only have a carry-on. Pause. This is real English you'll hear and use.
For overweight bags, my bag is a little overweight. Pause. Or, what are my options? Pause. Excellent for your English conversation skills.
And for your boarding pass, what gate number is it? Pause. And what time does boarding begin? Pause. These are essential questions for any English podcast for beginners to cover.
We hope this has given you a really strong foundation for what to say at the airport. It's all about being prepared and confident with your English speaking practice.
Absolutely, Jane. The more you practice these real English scenarios, the less you'll worry, and the more you'll enjoy your travels. This daily English practice will make a huge difference.
And remember, every little bit of English conversation practice helps. Even just listening to us regularly on this English podcast for beginners will improve your understanding and confidence.
We really encourage you to come back to this episode, listen again, and repeat the phrases. The more you immerse yourself, the faster you'll improve your real English fluency.
So, next time you're at the airport, you'll be ready. And if you found this episode helpful for your English speaking practice, please do us a favor.
Yes, please like this podcast, subscribe to our channel for more real English lessons, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us create more daily English practice content for you.
We love hearing from you. Leave a comment below with your favorite airport phrase or any questions you have. It's a great way to continue your English conversation outside of the podcast.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of our English podcast for beginners. Keep practicing your English conversation, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Safe travels, everyone.
What's your most important airport tip for beginners?